Hello, Jeff Laming from Video Cashflow here. Now in this week's video I'm going to go through a plan on how to build a YouTube channel, but it's also a plan that you can use for other forms of content as well. So without further ado, let's head over to the computer and I'll run through it with you there. See you in a minute. Hello, welcome back. We're at the computer now, so let's carry on with how to plan for a new and successful YouTube channel or a book or a piece of music perhaps. But before we get to the plan itself, we need to step back and just go over a few basics, such as determining who is going to be your audience. In fact, is there an audience and what are they looking for? What are their problems that require solving? You will also need to think about how your channel is going to be different from other channels that are on the same subject. So in other words, can you make your channel unique in any way? What can you do to make it stand out so that people are attracted to it? And also, can you hone in on a specific problem that perhaps most others aren't addressing, or a specific problem within an overall problem? So anything that you can do to be different, stand out, is to be encouraged. Now once you've got those basic marketing principles out of the way, now we can look at the method behind the madness. And so as you can see on screen there, that's 1 year, 4 seasons, 13 weeks per season, 52 weeks. Jeff, what's that all about? Okay, so please bear with me on this bit. Number one is the subject matter. So it's a subject for the book or for the YouTube channel. Then within that subject matter, it's broken down into 4 parts or sub-subjects: the start, the middle part, the second middle part, and the ending. And each of those sub-subjects is made up of 13 parts. In the case of a book, it'll be chapter headings. In the case of a channel, it could be playlists. And you end up with 52 lots of quality content. That's 4 times 13, 52 lots of quality content. So what do you end up with in practical terms? Well, following the 1, 4, 13, 52 plan, you end up with 1 YouTube channel. Within that channel there'll be 4 playlists. Within each playlist there'll be 13 videos, and that's a total of 52 great videos. And if you're producing or knocking out 1 video per week, that's a year's worth of content. And equally, we can apply this method or plan to books. So if you're thinking about producing a book, writing a book, you can produce 1 paperback book, for example, or you can break that book down into 4 constituent parts, and each of those parts could represent a Kindle book. Now within the overall paperback book you could have 13 chapters. Now don't focus too much on the 13. 13 chapters could be 10, it could be 7, it could be 6, depending on the type of book that you're writing. But just to give you an idea for planning purposes how this all structures out. And again, if you're pulling together say 4 Kindle books, each with say up to 13 chapters, that's 52 articles that you've produced, again over a year. But the other good thing about this is that you've produced quite a lot of good quality content that you can start sharing. You can use some of that material for guest blogging, for example. That'd be a great way to get your YouTube channel, your website, your own brand, getting a lot more exposure, end up collaborating with other internet marketers and YouTubers. So there is method in the madness, as I say, and that's just one of the, or a couple of the benefits that could emanate for you from following the plan. Now the other benefits from following the plan is that it keeps you focused and disciplined, it makes you more creative, enables you to come up with new ideas, and also keeps you posting consistently. Now bearing in mind that for YouTube, consistency is the key. It's one of the main attributes in getting your channel, your videos ranked as high as possible. So that is a massive benefit from a YouTube perspective. In addition, your mind becomes more receptive to what's going on around it and taking note of what's in the news. But also, at the end of the day, you've got a year's worth of original content. Now, you don't have to wait a year to use that content, but what I'm saying is, as you go through the year, you're building up some great content, and as I said earlier, you can use it for things like guest blogging and what have you. Now, obviously, you've probably got quite a bit of content already, in which case you can turn those articles into videos, you can turn those articles into books, you can go from videos to books or from books to videos. Opens up a whole new area of opportunities for you. And it's interesting to note that there's a there's a fairly new thing that seems to be doing the rounds now, a bit of a buzzword. It's called BookTube, and this plan, this 141352 plan, seems to be ideally suited for this new phenomenon called BookTube. So I hope that those tips and plan ideas have been useful. For more awesome YouTube and business tips, please subscribe to the Video Cashflow channel. You can find the subscribe button below the video here or along the bottom. In the meantime, if you wouldn't mind clicking the like button underneath the video, feel free to share the video with friends, family, business associates and colleagues, and please leave a comment as well. Be happy to answer any queries or questions. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of the day. Look out for the next video. See you soon. Bye bye now.